In the name of kind Allah, today we are going to talk about creating a money-to-money relationship using MS Access. You know the relationship is in every database. Where there is no relationship in any database, that is not a complete database. And the most important thing in every database of the world, whenever you are creating a database for yourself, for your institute, for your university, or for anything, first you should define the relationship between the table. In this case, we have studied all about one-to-one and one-to-many with different examples and different days. Today, basically, we're going to practice and describe the relationship of money to money. There are many examples that we can work with money-to-money relationship. But the practice that I have selected is the relationship between teacher and student. I am a teacher here, I have many students, and if there is any student, that student have also many teacher. This is the concept of one money to money case. So let's create the blank database and create the table. This is example school. Delete this table. When you close it directly, it will be deleted. So now create two table. Design view. The first table should be table student. S name, S father name, S address, S anything, any information about the student. S address, S gender, S contact, S mail, S phone number, and etc. But it's enough for me. So you should know the primary key. It is really important for creating a table. If you put the primary key on the ID, which is already set right now, on that field you can type any duplicate value. You can put it easily in any column you wish. But be careful that on the primary key column, not acceptable will be the duplicate value. In this case, the student name can be duplicate. I set this to the primary key field. And the student name, gender, and others, it is great. Now let's press save button and close the table. Let's now design the table for our teachers. So the same teacher name, teacher, address, teacher, field, teacher, gender, and another important information about the teacher. So I put the ID to the primary to the ID. Save this table and close it up. Now for creating a money-to-money table, we need the third table. The third table, you can name this the junction table. Junction means to join two tables with everywhere. When you want to create a money-to-money relationship, we need the third table because it's not possible in just these two tables. Now I created a third table and join these columns together, and that time I can have the money-to-money relationship. Create the new table. And let's design this. You can name it anything. Example, I name this table as a registration table. Type here the student ID, teacher ID. And if there is another table, you can join them. If there is a table called department, you can call department ID and anything else. So the program that the student is going to learn. The fee that the student should pay, the date and etc. Date should be date, fee should be currency, and program is same, ID and SID. Now we have to connect these two fields with this and this table. So in SID, I don't want to read all the information from the student table. Look up wizard. Next. Which table? Student table. Which column was primary key? ID. And next. This is the most important thing. Enable data integrity. But we will talk about this after we finish the discussion about money-to-money relationship. But think that this is important. Just I now enable integrity and cascade deleting. Finish. Yes. Now let's connect the teacher table. Next. Teacher, the primary key was ID, next, and data integrity, let's cascade, finish. Here, save. Now I easily close the registration table, and now you can't add anything to registration table first. First, there should be information of teachers in teacher table, student information in student table, then you can join them. In this case, I'm gonna talk about the Yaman. The address is Pakistan. The gender is male. Another student's name is Ramin, he is from Afghanistan, and he is male. Another name is Sahar from Iran, he is also female. Just these three students. And teacher Latif is from Pakistan, the field is BCS, the gender is male. Another type Fawad, he is from India, he is Master in Computer Science, and he is male. Type Nadia, he is from Afghanistan, he is already BBA, he is female. Now I close this table. In this time, when any student want to pay the fee for us, so what is your ID, student? Say that my ID is 1, Yaman. Teacher ID, which teacher should teach you? I want to teach Latif. Which program you want to learn? I want to learn DIT. So come and pay me the fee. What is the fee? 3,500. Which date? Today date. And this is the relationship of money to money. Now you can see here we are seeing only ID of the teachers because these ID were primary key. But when we create the forum, we can change it easily that instead of ID, their name appears on the list. But in table, it should be ID. In forum, we change it that instead of ID, the name should appear that the operator or the user that is using the database should be able to see the name of teacher and students easily. And in payment, nobody can pay me. Nobody can pay me if that is not a student. If someone want to pay for me, first the information should be stored in the student table, then he or she come and pay for me. This is called data integrity. Only correct form of data can be entered to my system. Question? Let's see the relationship diagram. Database tools relationship. You can see this is the relationship diagram. ERD, entity relationship diagram. It shows the relationship between the table. Money to money is in here. Money to money. Money to money. It means two one-to-money relationship brings together to create a money-to-money relationship. You can have any much more types of relationship. Even if you have time, you can search on the internet for ERD, entity relationship diagram. This is my ERD, entity relationship diagram. And another important thing. Here, Yaman is already registered. In this case, I can't delete Yaman. So, if I delete Yaman, the fee that Yaman was paid for me also deleted from the session. This was data integrity. Two options was there, cascade and restrict deleting. Cascade is like this. When any student deleted, their payments also will be deleted. And if you select restrict deleting, that time Yaman from the student table will not be deleted first. First, we should be delete the information of Yaman from the student registration, then we can delete the information of the student table. Let's practice it more. So now we have, let me to add another registration example. The second student, third student is going to teach by the second teacher, MS Office, with this face and basically in this date. So now, which teacher is teaching? Teacher number 2. Teacher number 2 is Fawad. Fawad, when you delete on Fawad will be deleted and the students belongs to Fawad on the registration table also deleted. So how can you change this? How can you change this? That those students that have payment shouldn't be deleted from the student or the teacher table. Database tools relationship. Here you have the relationship. Click in here and right click edit relationship. Now you can see enforce referential integrity cascade delete related records. Cascade means when the teacher delete, all the students of that teacher also will be deleted. If you take it off, okay, and now when you close it, save. Now if the student register, number 3 is teaching by teacher number 3. What database? And this is the payment. In this time, teacher number 3 can't be deleted from the teacher. Let me to see this once again. this is the student relationship, and let's see that it should be the same in this. Right click here, edit relationship, it should be like this. Save this and close this. Now teacher number 3 can't be deleted. Why can't be deleted? Cannot be deleted because we didn't off the cascading. If the cascading was on, all the information from the teacher will be deleted. Okay, understood? One to many relationships.